Hi everyone, it's Phil London, a master trainer and Pilates instructor, and I have been for HealthWorks for over 20 years. And if you're joining me today, we are doing another Pilates level 2 workout. If you are new to Pilates, I will be giving modifications throughout the class, but I will also be giving variations that are endurance-based for those of you who have been taking Pilates for a long time. The tools you will need today are simple and easy, and hopefully things you can find around your house. Toning balls or soup cans, a sweat towel, and a band. I tend to use these items a lot because they are easy to find already in your home. Maybe you just need to pick up a band at whatever store that works for you, TJ Maxx, online. You can get a set of 3, light, medium, and heavy. I do recommend the fabric bands because they stay put and they give you a lot of tension. The rubber bands will sometimes slip up and coil, and sometimes that can make you uncomfortable against your skin. Also, just in the future, if you can get a 55 centimeter ball for when I fuse in some exercises with the ball, you can also get a mini ball, or also ankle weights or a yoga block. I usually use those with my clients. Today we're going to work out together as a team. If you love it, go to my showcase. There are more workouts that are beginner based. They are shorter. There's a wide variety of exercises that you can continue to do through home workouts virtually. If you love those, then contact me, and you can always do personal training or small groups where I will watch you, correct your form, and you work out with a group of people on Zoom. So without further ado, we will get started with our Pilates Level 2 class. Okay, so we're going to get started lying down on your back. You can have your props near you, and I might not have mentioned it today, but all props are optional. I've mentioned it in all my other classes. If you don't have a prop at home, you can go ahead and work out with us with no props at all. Okay, the toning balls are going to go underneath the hands. Your feet are going to be hip width distance apart. We're going to practice our breathing principle here. Breathing in is in through the nose. It's breathing out through the mouth while we compress our abdominal wall. We feel all the air pushing out like we're pushing air out of a little tiny hole of a balloon or a ball. Okay? Inhale. I'd like you to feel your ribs expand. If you want to, you can bend your elbows with that expansion. On that exhale, feel the arms stretch down by the sides of the hips. Here you can feel your triceps working. Let's inhale as we feel expansion to the ribs and to the lungs. Exhale as you feel your abdominals compress and weave and descend deep into your body cavity. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. Good. So we did a little breathing, a little shoulder girdle movement, and next we're going to rock into an imprint. Before we start the workout, just keep in mind to keep your head as neutral as possible. If you do need to look at the camera, maybe stop and look up. But what I would recommend doing, my camera's coming from this angle, I could Airstream the class to my television, and when I take workouts with other instructors, I stream it to my television so that it's big. So that's what I would recommend you doing, using your iPhone to an Apple TV or an Airstreaming to any type of your devices that plug in, your Roku. I also use the Fire Stick, okay? So it'd be ideal. I could just look down if I needed to, which is so much better for your neck than looking side, okay? So let's inhale through the nose, and let's rock the pelvis into your imprint, and then let's return to neutral. And then let's gently rock the pelvis into that imprinted spine. Should feel really nice to do. Just went on a long walk. I can't I can't tell you how many times I say that, and then I teach this class, but I'm always walking a dog, and then return to neutral, and then I come back and I film. And then gently rock your pelvis into an imprint. It should feel like a nice stretch to your low back, and it should feel like your abs turn on. Don't use your glutes, but you might feel some glute sensation. Don't clench your glutes, okay? Bring your legs into tabletop, one and then the other. Now we're going to maintain this imprint. We're going to grab our soup cans. Toning balls are light weights. We're going to raise them up to the ceiling. We're going to scissor them. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to scissor. One's going to go overhead. One's going to slowly reach down simultaneously. And then come back to center. Why don't we practice the other side together? And exhale, we scissor the other way. Okay, so when it's an alternate reach, we keep our arms to the ceiling. But because this is a full scissor, they're going in opposition. So let's start now, 4 reps each side. So we're maintaining that imprint, knees outside the line of the navel. So we work our imprint and our abs. They pass each other in space up neutral over the nipple line. And then we exhale as we scissor. Good. And now, part of that reasoning for walking the dog right before my film is to try to get them tired so that they will sleep on the couch so that I can film. That's why it tends to be walk the dog, then work out, and it's really nice because I get to stretch out but strengthen after I've walked. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. They pass like 2 toning balls passing in the wind. And yesterday with that nor'easter, there was a lot of wind. Keep the arms straight, firm elbow, but don't lock it. Nice job. They stay up and we hold on an inhale. Hopefully you maintained that imprint. If not, work on that for your homework. Slowly return those toning balls down by your sides. And if you have your band nearby, you can put it on for your hip rolls. And again, no equipment, no problem. You can do the whole class without it. If you see me doing this, what I am doing, and I hope that my tricks will help you at home, I find the edge of the mat. Okay, I have actually a mat underneath a pretty rug for filming purposes. But I have like a 1-inch thick mat underneath here. So I'm feeling the edge of the mat so that I know that my feet are even. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Found the edge with my toes. That way I know I'm even. I can do that also at the top of my head. We're going to roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. In this bridge, we're going to lift the heels. So we're going to take it up into an elevation. And then we're going to lower the heels back down and roll the spine down. Reach articulation all the way through to your neutral. Okay, we'll do it again. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Finalize the lift, expand the lift. Inhale and exhale. Roll back down through each articulation of the spine through to your neutral. Make sure not to get your heels too far behind your knees, but I need to bring my feet in just a little closer to feel that connection. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Expand this move through the heel lift. Inhale, roll those heels, articulate the feet back down, and roll back down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral. Excellent. Let's do one more. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. We're going to expand those heels, lift, and then roll those heels down. And we're going to stay here, pressing down into the toning balls, creating tension like I called the buzzer on the Family Feud. You know the answer. Pulse downward as you pulse upward. So you're pushing down with the arms and up with the hips. And 5. We're going 4, 3. Do you feel that opposition? 2 and 1. Hold. Okay. You can grab the soup cans, toning balls or nothing. Raise your arms to the ceiling. We're going to stabilize here, and we're going to do a set of just those heel lifts. We're going to inhale, lift the heels. We're going to exhale, lower those heels back down. Inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, lower those heels back down. 2 more. Heels lift and lower. Heels lift and lower. 1 more. Heels lift and lower. Nice job with those heels connected to the earth. Feet nice and neutral. Legs, knees, and feet like railroad tracks. We're going to open the arms out wide for a fly. We're going to inhale, open, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale, close those arms. It's again that soft bend in the elbows, not locked in the elbows. Exhale, squeeze those glutes. Inhale, open. Exhale, inhale, open, exhale. So we're expanding the chest. We're actually stretching it with light toning resistance. Holding in those abs, squeezing those glutes. Stay here on that inhale, on that nice long inhale. On the exhale, roll and articulate the spine away from the toning balls and the fingertips. And then we're going to return the arms back down. And now coming to our side lying position, we're going to keep the toning ball. I did have this in one of my other videos that you might have recently done over the holiday, but we're going to add a toning ball. You can do this with no prop as well. Inhale, you're going to lift the arm, follow it up. Look at that toning ball. Have the arm and the head connection going together. You can use this hand as a kickstand for your head. Some people like to use a yoga block or a bolster. Inhale to lift and exhale to return. Okay. I do move around a little bit in that upper body to supplement the movement towards behind me. I am seeing myself a little too bent in my elbow. I'm going to work on that today. Inhale, follow that. Exhale. I do end up here where my head is looking straight up. My hand is the pillow for my head. Inhale and exhale as I return back to my neutral. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate, letting the rib cage open. Inhale, lift. And exhale, returning it back towards the center and return all the way to the ground. Okay? Then getting nice and anchored straight through your body line in the middle of the mat. If you need an anchor for your bottom leg, you can bend it, okay? Usually we would use a kickstand. This is going to be a little harder. So again, bottom leg or kickstand is optional. So now from here, we're going to keep that arm up to the ceiling. We're going to bring that leg behind you and we're going backwards circles. And again, this one could be straight. Down below you, you can see how one is. Now this is hard though. You can see how one looks forward. That's because I brought the other one back. The other one is near my hallway. Breathe it. 4. Bottom ribs. 3. Bottom ribs. 2. And with the band, I mean, you will feel it. Last one. And rest back down. Nice. Lower that toning ball. Roll to your belly. Tip of the nose on the mat. Lightly extend the spine. Inhale and exhale, lower it back down. 2 more. Lightly extend the spine. Lower back down. 1 more. Lightly extend. And then lower it back down. Taking the toning balls on either side of you, soup cans or toning balls, or a towel. Roll the shoulders back in line with the ears. Hover your upper body off the mat. pressing lightly down into the toning balls. This is called pinkies to the side of the body. And then lower it back down. Let the shoulders round forward. Shoulders back in line with the ears and hover. And then let the shoulders round forward. We'll do one more. Roll the shoulders back in line with the ears and hover. We're going to grab those toning balls, hold, and we're going to pulse up. 1, 2, 3, squeeze the glutes. 4, 7, and 8. Little tiny bends in and out. Palms are facing the floor on this today, really reversing that shoulder girdle feel. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on the inhale. And on the exhale, lower it back down. From here, push yourself up and back all the way into your child's pose. Breathe it out in your child's pose, relaxing the shoulders back and down, holding right here. In your child's pose, rock all the way up onto the tips of the fingers. When you do that, feel the pull and the stretch all the way to the lats. And then down to the wrist, and then the fingers up. And then again, all the way up to the fingertips. And then all the way down to the wrists. And then roll out of it. I call that exercise rolling hills. I think it's been in a bunch of my classes. So you're rolling it all the way up. And then we'll go into the other side. We'll go into that rotation exercise. We're going to do all those variations on the other side. Inhale as we follow that toning ball. Exhale as we reach. Let the thoracic open. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we come back to center. We do it again. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we rotate. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. I don't know about you, but I'm so tight. I mean, this is where we get locked up in our rib cage. And then what happens is we can't move in our ribs, so we hyperly move above and below it, so through our neck and through our lumbar. So it's really important to get our thoracic moving and then lower that back down. So then we're holding that arm up. Remember, we're bringing that leg back, and if you need your kickstand foot, I said hand, you could have done the kickstand hand halfway through that other side. We're going to go back, 2, I feel like I need it now, 3, ouch, let me see, 4, they both hurt, 4, backwards circles gets me every time I say it to my classes. Don't let that leg fall, guys. Keep it above the other leg. Keep it above the hip height of the hip you're using. Don't let it drop below that hip. 3, breathe, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my gosh, that was so hard. Nice, then we're going to drop that, and with control, fold to our belly. 3, tip of the nose on the mat, lightly extend the spine. And then lower it back down. 2, lower it back down. 1, and then lower it back down, grabbing those toning balls. 3 of the arms, second position, down by your hips. Roll the shoulders back. Hover off the mat. Inhale. And exhale, let the shoulders round forward. Inhale, shoulders back. Hover. And let the shoulders round forward. Inhale, shoulders back. Hover. And let the shoulders round forward. We're going to hold up, shoulders back, hold, and we're going to pulse up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pulse it in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on the inhale, and on the exhale, lower it back down all the way. Let the shoulders round forward. Okay, if you're sore in your triceps tomorrow, it'll be from that. Grab your towel, your sweat towel. You can do this without anything. This is a 24-inch towel. I am going to buy 25-inch, but for now, I hold it diagonally to get that extra inch so that I have room to do my Superman XW, which is bringing my arms into a goalpost W shape, reaching back into X Superman, and then lowering it back down, all the limbs. Okay, let's do 4 of these together. Superman XW. So we go up and hold. We pull back into W. We reach out into X. And we lower it back down. We do it again. Lift all limbs. Pull outward on the towel. Create tension. Draw it in. Out. Firmly stretch those elbows. And lower it back down. 2 more. Hover and pull. Press and lower. 1 more time. Hover. Pull. Reach. And return. Nice. We'll leave the towel down. We're going to push yourself up to what's known as hip rocking, where your shoulders are forward of your wrists so that when you rock forward, you can go into a gentle arched back like an upward facing dog. Then we pick up your abs. We press your hips back. Nice flat back. Don't curl your back. Nice flat back. Press back. And we pull it forward again and gently rock your pelvis into that gentle arched shape. It is a modified upward facing dog. My thighs are just rested on the ground. I'm just getting some extension from my lumbar. And then picking up, I'm using my abs. I'm pulling up from my abdomen. And then I'm pressing back, flat back. If you want to widen out your legs, you can. You still got the band on, but you could kick it off if you prefer it off and gently walk into that. And by walking, it just means going. It's just a directional cue. Move, slide, things like that, I tend to say, as opposed to some people say kill it, hit it, go, fierce, push. I'll say walk, slide, move, slither. Just more animalistic kind of cueing, just as your body moving. Okay, so just get used to my terminology. She feels so nice. Watch that you're not locking the elbows. Keep them soft. Pull the shoulders back. And pull up through the abs. Press back. And all the way into your child's pose. In this child's pose, I really want you to feel like you press down onto your hands. So push into your hands. Feel the fibers underneath your armpit really stretching here as you push down. You could have your toning balls there. I'm not going to move them right now, but really press down. Feel the opposition underneath the armpit. And then from here, you can also claw in and out of the mat. Anything you can do to stretch your fascia. The fibers of the fascia that sit all over the muscle, you want to do that. And then we'll roll out of it 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice. Okay. And then notice I keep switching which side. I mentioned that in my other classes. That way I'm not looking at the tablet one direction. I am changing my view to the tablet. So next we're going to do a gentle abs series into a bridge series. I'm going to have you straighten one leg and bend the other. This again can be done without the band, but since we have it on, leave it on if you already have it on. We're going to be straightening this leg, firmly straightening this knee, which is going to work an isometric kneecap, which if you've had any knee injuries, or if you have ever had a knee replacement, this will be really strong and strengthening for your kneecap. We're going to twist up and over to your left knee. Now, instead of coming down, we're going to stay in flexion. You may have done this in a previous video with me. We're going to exhale, twist up and over to the left, then we're going to come back to center. We're going to exhale, twist up and over to the left, really feeling your abs fire inward. That is how you get flat abs. Now we're coming back to center. Both shoulders here are off the mat. I'm not returning down unless I need a break. Exhale, we're going 4 more. Twist. And then back to center. 3 more. Center. 2 more. See, I'm sinking my abs in. 1 more. Nice. Now we're going to lower all the way back down, grab your toning balls, which are optional, and we're going to go into a single leg bridge. Now when you bridge, see how I drag that leg in and then it drags away, okay? If the mat's in your way, move it so that dragging can happen. You don't have to lift the leg yet, okay? 8 reps here. Single leg bridge, 8, and then lower. 7. Now, as I drag in and out, my heel, I can feel my heel just drag on and off this mat to the point that I like to wrap my leggings around my heel thinking, oh, if I do this too many times, will I create some friction to create a hole? I don't want to do that to my favorite legging, but I think every once in a while, I think they'll be okay. But that's the kind of rubbing I can feel against my heel here by dragging my leg towards me. Now, if you have a slide at home, one of those valve slides, or if you have a paper plate, you might be able to use a towel on a hardwood floor if you're finding the yoga mat is not letting you slide. These mats are on Amazon. I just got, I think this is a 9-foot, and I just put it over a yoga mat just for aesthetics, but I do enjoy working out on it. Now we're going to stay in this bridge. Okay, we're going to turn it into intermediate bridge. We're going to lift this leg to the ceiling, get a nice stretch to the back thigh, and we're going to lower it back down almost to the floor. And we're going to lift it. Now we're going to focus on flexing on the down. Flex, and we're going to point on the lift. There we go. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, but make sure there's a pause up there, right here. Flex and lower. Get that stretch at the top. I'm really feeling this now. And lift. Flex. Flex. And I might have just got my elbow down because I was thinking so much about my leg, but then I said, no, get my arm engaged. Come on. Now, we're going to hold this leg just above the ground to hover. If you need it on the ground, you can use it. We're going to pulse 8, 7, again 6. I rested mine for a moment. 5. I didn't feel anything less. 4. You can hover it. 3, or you can rest it. 2. It's up to you. 1, whichever one. Lower that right leg down. Hold. And then slide it back down, roll the spine down. Straighten out the legs. We're going to do 2 roll-ups in between the sides. Nod chin, curl flex. Roll up rounded shape for your feet. And roll back down, 3 articulation of the spine through to your neutral. Good. Nod chin, curl flex, roll up, rounded shape for your feet. Inhale, start rolling back. And exhale, finish rolling down. 1 more. Nod chin. Curl flex. Roll up. right, I snuck in 3. Beautiful. All right, let's switch our sides. Find your comfortable spot on your mat. Straighten out your left, bend your right, hands behind the head. Remember, it's twist, then center. Exhale, twist, and center. And exhale, twist, and center. And twist, and center. Twist, and center. And again, twist. Twist, firing that abdomen in. Twist. Both shoulders off the mat. If you do need a break, you can always rest it down. Resting all the way down, going right into that intermediate bridge where you drag that leg in and slide it away. Feeling the fire of the right glute. Both hips work. One drags, one extends. And then we hold this one. We point and lift and flex and lower. Inhale. Long arms, lightly pressing. And we hold it almost all the way down. Burn, burn, burn. Pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower that leg and roll it down. All right, we'll match this side with roll-ups. Arms over by your hairline, nice and straight. Inhale, nut chin, curl flex. Rolling up rounded shape. Inhale, start rolling back. Exhale, finish rolling down. 2 more. Scoop, scoop and peel. One more. Nice job. Okay, reverse abs. In a few of my other videos, we've gone all the way over the face. On this one, we want to go just up to the ceiling. Now, if you're tight in your hamstrings, your knees are going to need to bend, but try to work towards straight leg position as much as possible. Now, a lot of people will pop up, pop down. And the problem with that is that the abs don't work to control. So we want a nice, strong arm. Sometimes people prefer an anchor like a couch or a chair, something that cannot fall on top of you. Press down, straight legs. You want to hold. I don't focus on how high I lift my hips. I focus on how long I contract my abs. So, yeah, if I'm getting height, but I'm just falling back down to the ground, I'm sorry, you're not going to achieve the abs that you're looking for. And I really want you to get tired below your belly button in that hammock feel by your hip bones and your pubic bone, the area between the belly button, the two hip bones, and your pubic bone. So try to straighten those legs, and let's start. 8. Try every rep to roll the shoulders back and down. Lightly press through the heel of the hands. We're going to do another set. But of course, if you can't, hug your knees into your chest. You can play around with the positions of your hands. I just turn my palms towards the body, pinkies to the floor, roll the shoulders back and down. Try to get that accordion feel. If you don't want toning balls, you use your hands on the floor. That is fine too. Hold it as long as you can. I might even get more height off the solid floor because these are soft surface. Try to keep feeling that low and tighten up the pelvic floor muscles too. Last one. All right. Bend those knees. We're going to go into an oblique twist. I'm just going to keep the band on. I don't usually for this exercise, but let's go ahead and just finish off the abs. Halfway there. 4 more. And just to finish out, straighten those legs up. We pulse it up. 8. And hug the knees into the chest. Take a nice big inhale. Nice big exhale as you straighten your left leg down and pull the right shin into your chest. Relax the shoulders. We'll switch our sides. 30 to 90 seconds, although in here we'll be stretching and strengthening throughout the class. We might not be able to hold every stretch as long as we'd like to, but go back and revisit the stretches you love and that you know you need for longer periods of time after class is over. Relax the shoulders back and down. Should feel really nice to do. Excellent job. We'll straighten that out. We're going to flip over onto the belly. And we're going to just work at the spine level, then some plank variation. We're going to start in position number 2. We're going to press up for extension, which in my opinion puts it in the lower thoracic a little bit more. And exhale as you lower it back down. And we'll do one more. Inhale. And exhale as you lower it back down. Now position 3, elbows by the body. Gets it a little tighter into the low back. Of course, if these don't work for you, you can always do your Sphinx, which is keeping your elbows down on the mat. And exhale as you lower it back down. One more time, inhale. And exhale as you lower it back down. From here, position 4 is right by the breast area. We're going to inhale as we go up for extension. Try to keep your pelvis down and your thighs down. Exhale as you return it back down. You should mostly feel tricep there. One more time. Inhale. And exhale as you return it back down. Nice. From here, we're going to push yourself up and into full plank position. We're going to do a double knee stretch, press back, and glute extension. Point and extend your right leg. Put that foot down, press back, and extend the left without dipping the hips. Continue on, double knee stretch, and point. Lower back down, double knee stretch, and point. Press back both legs and push and press and push. Now I'm going to call for one more on each side. And then down to our knees for a set of push-ups. If, of course, you need child's pose instead, please take that. Two more, guys. You can do it. Now back into that child's pose. Stretch it out. And here, we'll bring our hands together. Into prayer position, Madonna stretch. You're going to bend your arms and push your elbows into the mat. And then you're going to straighten your elbows. Hold. Then you're going to do it again. Bend and press. And again, straighten and press. Both of them have presses. One is just straightening the elbows, keeping the head down. One is bending the elbows and pushing your elbows into the ground, firing underneath the armpit. Finish that last straighten and roll out of it. And we're going to go into 4 more double knee stretches with your glute extension. I mentioned that we only had 4 of those before, but we have more. Here we go. Press back, push forth. Press back, push forth. Press back, push forth. And back and forth. We're almost there. 2 more on each side. 2. 1. Good. Now you can either go to your knees and your forearms and hold your plank there, or go into full plank. And we're going to hold here for 8. Don't interlace your hands together. Soft hands. 5. 4. 3. Squeeze the glutes. 2. And 1. Drop the knees and push yourself back into your child's pose. Hold it here. Breathe it out. That was hard. From here, stretch over to the left. I always like to do some type of choreography in the child's pose. I think it's just good lat stretching, latissimus dorsi stretching, latissimus dorsi. And then walk it over. Other side. Can you feel that? And then take it back to center. And then we'll roll out of it. Nice job, guys. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more with the band. Take the band off and do some more variations just to finish out class. But we know, well, if you've worked out with me, you know I love butt work. So with the band on, we're going to go into a forearm position. Shoulders directly over the elbows here. Again, soft wrist, don't clasp the hands. If you wanted to, you could take your toning balls just to hold you accountable. You could squeeze them lightly, but we don't want to make strong fists, okay? This will give us a nice tactile cue here. All right, we're going to pulse up, 2, 3, hold. Do it again. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and hold. It's all about the up, okay? And it's 3, 2, 1, and hold. And it's 3, 2, 1, and hold. We're holding the abs in and continuing. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 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 Nice job. Down and up for 8. Push. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Light pressure. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to move those toning balls to either side. Lower the leg. Come to your side position and hold. And we're going to hold it for 8, 7, 6. Straight arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take it down to our knees. Okay? Bring this arm back and center. Take this arm that was just to the ceiling, thread it through your needle, and stretch. Nice job, guys. Hold it here. Slide that arm up. Little windmill feel with the arms. Slide that arm back in. Push it back up. Get to all 4. Reset yourself for your glute extension. And we go to the other side. We pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, And we start the other side. We go 3, 2, 1, and hold. Abs in. 3, 2, 1, hold. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Nice right angle. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. It's tiny little pulses. And hold. Singles down and up. Hold it up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Take that leg down. Move the toning balls. Turn yourself into your side plank for 8, 7, 6. Solid arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Okay.
Hey guys, do the threading the needle on the other side. I forgot to film it, so I put the edited video in. Just make sure you do this on the other oblique side.
Guys. Hold it here. Slide that arm up. Little windmill feel with the arms. Slide that arm back in. Push it back up. Get to all 4. And we can go into a quick child's pose. Taking those hands behind you today and just cradling yourself in fetal position. Hold it here for 4, 2, and 1. Nice job. Still roll out of it. Don't sit up out of it. Envision your brick wall behind you and roll out of it. Breathe it out. Nice job. Okay, so band comes off. And we will keep the toning balls close by. This next exercise could be done full arm, forearm, or all the way down. All the way down is level 1. Where I'm going to do it is level 2. Forearm is level 3, where you go up and you kick, because it's so pinned into the shoulder girdle. This gives you a little bit more room, but if you have a wrist issue, you have to pick one of the other choices. And if you pick the all the way down, you're just lying all the way down. You're pushing into your bottom leg and then kicking out. But the pushing is very important. Now, we're also going to turn it into a front leg, back leg kick. Can I make it with my wall? I can. Okay. Then the option can be having your toning ball nearby and on your front leg, back leg kick. I'm going to leave it in, guys. I try to usually edit everything out. But with your front leg, back leg kick, I might have you have the option of here, or use the toning ball. Okay, so pick which one. You might have to try them all and see which one works better for you. You can try the harder and work down to the easier too. Okay, so we're going to focus on, I'll try it with the toning ball. If I have to drop it, I will. We're going to focus on going up and coming down. Going up and down. Soften this elbow. Up, and how about right in front of the belly button if we need a place to put it. Up and down. Abs in, roll the shoulders back, soften the elbow. 4, already getting more challenging. 3, because this adds weight right here. 2, 1. Okay, so you can salute the arm. It goes inhale in front, exhale, side kick behind. I knew I moved closer to my wall, okay? Or it's up here, okay? Flex in front, point and extend. Okay, flex in front, point and extend. Flex in front, point and extend. Keep that leg the height of the hip. Flexing in front, point and extend. I'm going to show the modification. I need it. Flex in front. You can have your hip down or the hip up. Flex in front. That was really hard. Or all the way down. And point and extend. Okay, so I just worked into my modification. Thank God I came down here. It was way too hard for me. But guys, I have a feeling you're working out more than me in quarantine. People think because I'm a trainer I work out all the time. I'm not. I watch people work out all the time. Last one, guys, and here's the thing. Normally I would do a backwards circle. However, we already did that. Okay, so if you stayed, rest it down all the way up, you're done. You're done with that, okay? Now, we were just using this as a top gesturing leg. We're going to push ourselves up to all fours. I found that to be extremely challenging. We're going to hold this leg out wide to the side. We're going to sit back, flat back, and then we're going to point and lift. We're going to lift our leg and draw our body forward. We're going to lean back, stretch back, and then we're going to drive forward and lift. Okay? Lean back, stretch back, and drive forward and lift. Lateral leg with hip rocking. Lean back, stretch back, forward and lift. Very hard. Lean back, stretch back, forward and lift. Lean back, stretch back, forward and lift. These will be your last two exercises, last two reps, then last two exercises just with a little down dog and stretching, and you are done for today. Draw that leg in. Let's take a pigeon into it. That'll give us a stretch. And let's walk our pigeon down. Whew, boy, that was hard. I actually saw that on Instagram and decided to throw that into class just now. Breathe it out. If you need a yoga block or a prop for your pigeon, please take it. Otherwise, you can use toning balls to rest on with your head if you needed to. Okay, when you're ready, you can walk it back up. And let's go ahead and switch our sides. And we use the toning ball. It was optional. Whatever you did, wherever you modified, do that again. So we went in front of the belly button, we went out and up, and we came down. All right, then we went to here, we dropped the toning ball, we went front kick, point and extend, my wall is in the way again, back kick. Okay, I'm gonna move out of the way. Ready? Flex, that's 2, point and extend. And it's 3, and it's point and extend. Squeezing that toning ball. This is the advanced version. Now remember, I needed to come down. Keep going. I showed a few here or up, right? And then I went down. I finished that set down. And it wasn't perfect. It wasn't great. I wasn't feeling great this weekend, but I was due to film. So I just did my best today. And I did have to come down here. And today wasn't perfect. I wasn't feeling well, but I was due to film. So I just said, you know what, I'll do my best. And here I had to modify that advanced variation was too much. But I'm still feeling my leg, okay? Nice job, guys. But if you were still up, continue. Now just lower that down. Okay, we have that side leg lifting. Lateral leg hip rock combo, basically. And I saw this on Instagram today. I mentioned that earlier, and it looks so easy. Okay, hinge back, lower the leg, hinge up, forward, and lift the leg. Go back and forth. We'll get stronger together on this. I feel really weak here. We'll get stronger. This was the last of the exercises I mentioned we'd be doing. And then we will stretch. Try to make these two things happen simultaneously. And then bring that leg back and then into a pigeon. Bring that leg out. And if you want the toning balls. All right, and then from here, we will take our arms and then we will press back and then forth and back and forth. Okay, I tend to slip on my rug here, so I'm going to take it to my hardwood. I just get better traction on wood paneling. Breathing in through the nose. I did just breathe out through my nose as well. That's a yoga breath, ujjayi breath. It's more of a cleansing breath. If you want to gently rock down, let the thighs rest. Pick up the abs. Press back. Bend the knees. Press them back. Deepening that calf and heel Achilles stretch. Letting the body open there. And if you want to, as we did last week, walk your feet into your hands a couple of times. And then walk it back out. Try not to walk big steps. I just did, but try not to walk big steps. Try to walk little steps. I'm going to come back onto my mat for this one because I do want to take it into a camel stretch. Walk, 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 walk. Boy, that was tight today. Nice. And then little ones out. Little. It's so hard to do the little ones. Nice job. Okay. Drop to your knees. And then from here, if you can just lean back And grab your heels. And I just drive my hips forward. I do keep my head slightly flexed so I don't hang my head. Doesn't allow my head to fall out of the gravitational pull, which will hurt my neck. So I do keep my head slightly flexed. You can also, if you can't go all the way back, just lean back and stretch back. Or from here, you can hold there. And then into your runner stretch. And then down into your forearm stretch, holding the outside of the knee, pinning it in. And then when you're ready, press it up. We can switch our sides. When you're ready, you could take it down to the elbow and pin inward. And then back up when you're ready. And then taking a nice big inhale up. Nice big exhale. Just taking your head and just turning it to the left. Take it back to center. And the head to the right. Center. Crossing the legs in front of you, one direction. Having all your equipment out of your way. I tend to do this a lot. Okay, feeling your legs open, just stretch it forward. And coming back to neutral, switching which legs crossing. And the other side. Taking your body into a mermaid stretch. Rotating to that side wall, sliding it down. Sliding it back up to you. Rotating it back to center. Other side. Side bend. Rotate and slide it out. And slide it back into you. And release. All right, guys, so you just did another level 2 Pilates class. If you have questions, you can email me at phillondon@gmail.com. Or you can Instagram DM me at phillondon_Bodiphy, my brand name. And I can basically help you from there. If you want to try some of my groups, if you are having trouble with an exercise and you want to film it and have me review it and send you back suggestions, I'd be happy to do that too. So just get in touch with me if you have questions, if you just want to follow me, if you want a recommendation for a workout to do from my existing showcase or my YouTube channel or my Instagram. I'll shoot you those messages in moments. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I'll have another workout up. I plan to have 2 a month for the HealthWorks virtual membership. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for working out with me today.